So you just got your first set of computer, whether it's a laptop, a desktop, or even an all-in-one computer, and you are not sure of where to start from. Probably this is your first time of laying your hands on one, and everything is not looking familiar at all. Don't worry, I've got you covered. In this free full course, I'm going to be walking you through everything you need to know for you to start making use of your computer, even if you're a complete beginner. Today, you will learn how to choose the right computer, set it up, download and install applications, manage your files, browse the internet safely, create and manage an email account, and use essential Google tools like Docs, Sheets, Forms, and Drive for cloud storage, plus Meet for online meeting. We are also going to explore search engines like Google and YouTube, and also have an introduction to AI and ChatGPT. And don't forget, I have included a document for you in the description that includes all the essential shortcuts that you will need and tips that will help you along the way. So if you are ready, let's dive into it. Now let's talk about the different types of computer. They comes in different form, but the most popular of them is the laptop, your desktop computer, and the all-in-one. Now the laptops are the most common one that you see, at least that's the one that almost everybody have today. But we still have the desktop computer. That's the one that has the screen, that's the monitor, as a different device. It has its keyboard separate, a mouse separate, and it has the CPU, that's the central processing unit, which is more like the brain of the computer, as a different device also. Then the one we call all-in-one is actually a screen, but inside that screen it contains the CPU inside of it. So it has the ports where you can plug your flash drive, your hard drive, everything you want to plug to the computer. Everything is just on the screen alone. So that's the one we call the all-in-one. Now if you are deciding which of them you need to go for among these three, it's depends on the kind of thing you want to be using it for. Are you the type of person that moves up and down with your computer all the time? Then laptop is the best option for you. But if you are the type of person that maybe works at home most of the time, now desktop is going to be more advantageous because you can easily upgrade a desktop. Like the components in a desktop are easily upgradable, unlike a laptop that almost everything is compact together, and there are just very few things you can change and upgrade inside of it. But desktop just gives you that flexibility of upgrading, while laptop gives you the flexibility of mobility. You can easily move up and down with your laptop, while desktop does not give you that kind of flexibility. So those are some of the differences in it before you decide. And also another thing that will make you to determine which of them you want to go for is your budget. Then you now talk about power supply as well. Do you have a steady power supply that you can use to use your desktop in the house or not? At least a laptop comes with like maybe a like you have battery to use in power it. If it charges for a while, you can still use it for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Some of them even last up to like 4 hours without you using it. You can just be on the way, you can be on the pitch, and you are using your laptop. So those are some of the differences between them and some of the things that can guide you when you want to decide which of them you want to go for. Another important differences between computers are what we call the operating system. So the operating system is more like the software that tells the computer how to behave and what to do. So we have two major operating systems, sometimes it's called OS for short. So now we have the Windows operating system that is manufactured by Microsoft, and we have the macOS, that's the one that is manufactured by Apple. If you are using an HP, a Dell computer, and most of these other laptops, then you are definitely using a Windows operating system. Now if you buy an Apple laptop, they call it a MacBook, so it's definitely coming with a macOS. So it's just like you are using either an Android phone or an iPhone. If you have used the two of them before, you might have noticed that if you are operating an Android phone and you pick up an iPhone, there's little differences in the way the interface, the arrangement of the icons, the position of this and that. There's little differences in it. That's just like the difference also when you're using a Mac OS or you're using a Windows OS. So it's just based on the way the interface is being arranged and also the way the software communicates with the hardware and all of that. So that's basically the difference of them. So the Mac OS comes with Apple computers, while Windows OS comes with these other brands of computer like the HP and the rest of them. There are two major parts of a computer. We have the hardware and the software. Now the hardware is more like the physical components of the computer, those parts that you can actually feel and touch. Like we have the keyboard, now is like an hardware. Then we have the mouse, your monitor, the maybe the hard drive, the flash drive. So those physical part of the computer that you can actually touch, those ones are the ones we call the hardware. While the software are the programs that tells the hardware what to do. It's just like as your brain tells your the other part of your body what to do. That's actually what the software is. So it's the software that communicates between the hardware and the computer. So it tells when you click something, it's the software that tells the hardware what to respond to that particular command that you give to the computer. Another way I can use to explain the difference between the software and the hardware is that probably if you have your earpiece and you plug your earpiece to your phone, then you go to maybe your music app or on your phone and go and play your music. That music app you went to open is actually the software. Now as you are playing a music, you start hearing the music in your in the earphone you plug to the phone. So it's that software that communicated with your phone and tells your phone that, oh, you are playing a particular music and that music should be played through the earpiece. So that's actually the distinction between the software and the hardware. So it's just something similar to that also in the computer. Having said that, let's go ahead and turn on our computer. So to power on your computer, all you need to look for is to look for this symbol on your computer keyboard. It can be on anywhere on the computer body. Probably if you are using a laptop, it might be just close to maybe one of the keyboards or sometimes by the side. They can keep it anywhere, but just look for this particular symbol. And even though you are using a desktop as well, so that's just basically the symbol that you see. I know that this is the power button. So once you see it, just press and hold it. Once you press and hold it, either the logo of the brand that produced the laptop will show. If it's an HP computer, you see HP. If it's a Dell, you see a Dell, Lenovo. They will just show their brand name. You see that the computer will comes on, the light will comes on. Sometimes the light on the keyboard will also come on. That means your computer is on. So you just allow it. So once it's finished booting, we call it booting. That process of it coming on, we call it booting. So once you finish booting, you should meet yourself at this particular screen. Now if your laptop or your computer has a password, this is the place where it will ask you to enter your password. So you just type in the password in it. If it has a cap lock, remember to use the cap lock and all of that. So just type in the password. If there's no password, just press enter on your keyboard or use your mouse to just click on it and you will meet yourself on the desktop. That's basically how you put on a computer. So let's say you are done for the day and you want to power off your computer. That's what we call shutting down your computer. So all you need to do is just to come ahead and click on this start button here, and you click on this power button. You see this power button we use in turning on our computer before. That's the same thing you want to look for. So just click on the power button. Then to show you these options, you have the sleep, you have shutdown, and you have the start. So sleep, what sleep basically means is if you are not done yet, let's say you are still working and you just want to leave your computer and go and attend to something and come back later, so you can just put your computer on sleep. Everything you were working on before will still remain the way they are. Once you are back, you just power on your computer and you resume your work. That's basically what sleep does. But if you are done for the day and you want to completely shut down your computer, that's when you click on shut down. So once you click on shut down, the computer goes off completely and all your work, everything closes, and once you turn on your computer again, you have to start from the beginning of it. Your work does not resume again. Then we have the one that says restart. Now this is when you are, maybe your system is hanging, or you just updated your software, or just something just take place in your computer and you want your computer to shut down and come on again immediately. So that's when you click on restart. So once you click on restart, your computer shut down completely and what resumes again. So that's just the difference of them. So depending on the particular one you want to just go ahead and click on it that way. So now let's talk about the major tools we use in communicating with our computer, which is our keyboard and our mouse. These are like the major things you use in inputting your commands into your computer almost all the time. So the keyboard is what you use in typing numbers and alphabet and all that things, while you use the mouse to probably right click and left click. So let's quickly go into that. Now if I bring my mouse button, all I need to do is just to move it. As I'm moving it up and down like this, you see it's going to be moving on the screen. Now if I click on the the left button, let's start from the left button. If I click on the left button, that's the one we use in selecting something. Let me come to this place, this one that says Microsoft, for instance. Now once I click on it, you see that it's going to what highlight that particular one that I click on. So that means it's selected. Let me click on this recycle bin, so you see you see that the recycle bin is selected. So that's what the left click does. The left click is actually the one we use most of the time. So once you click on it, it shows that. And why the other right one, we're using to bring in out the other options that are available. So if I right click now, you see that there are different options that shows here, which depends on what I want. I can just go ahead and click on it. So that's the difference between your right click and your left click. So if I right click on this one, for instance, you see other options comes up for it. Now if I left click on it to select, now if I want to open this software, for instance, this is a program on my computer. So if I double click on it, that's what we call, that's when we do double click. Now double click is when you tap it 2 times, like fast, like back. That's double click, not click once and rest more and click again. That's not double click. Double click is tap it twice fast, like 1 2. That's double click. So that's how you launch a program, or you open a folder, or you open anything you want to open your computer. So if once I double click like this, you see that that particular program opens. Let me close it. I'll click, I will left click once to close. Let me do the same thing with this recycle bin. So once I double click, you see that the recycle bin is open and I see everything that is inside. Let me just close it. So that's basically how you do your left click and your right click and the double click. Then we also have the scroll button inside of it. Let me just quickly show us how that one does. Like now, if I want to scroll up and down, you can see as I click here now, these things are scrolling. Let me open here. I'm going to show you how I got here in a jiffy, but I just want to show you that there's a middle, like something like a wheel on your mouse. So that's what I used in scrolling. So once you are rolling your hand on that wheel, so it will be scrolling up and down like this. You can see, so that's what it does. So you use that to scroll. So let me just close this. So that's basically the major things you have on your keyboard. You have the left click, the right click, and you have the scroll button. So you double click like twice, back twice. That's to launch a program or anything. Then you right click to bring out other options. So those are the basic commands you have on your mouse. Then but for your keyboard, you basically use your keyboard to dial in some, if you want to type in something. Now let me just quickly create a new don't worry, I'm going to show you how I got here in a jiffy. Okay, so now if I want to type anything now, I just once I'm pressing anything on my keyboard, you see that it's appearing on this place. So whatever I'm pressing on my keyboard to just appear anywhere. So if I wanted to rename a file, for instance, that's difficult. We are going to be going into all of that in details shortly, but basically that's how you use your keyboard. Just type whatever, anything that is on your keyboard. Once you press it, it will just appear on your screen. Now we also have some other buttons on your keyboard, like we have the shift button that once you click on it and you press, let me come down a bit. If I press the shift button and I press Q, for instance, it will show me capital Q. But if I don't press shift and I press the Q, it will just write small letter Q. So if I hold shift and I press W, it will show me capital W. But if I don't hold shift and I just press only W, it will write small letter W. So that's just it. And we have the cap lock. Once I press the cap lock and everything I'm pressing now is going to be in capital letter all through. That's for the cap lock and the shift button. Then we have the delete button and the backspace. So backspace now will just be deleting things backward, and the front space is going to be, if I'm backspacing now, everything is going to be deleting backward. And if I do delete, let me bring my mouse to somewhere here first. That's my cursor. So once I press delete on my keyboard, you see that it's going to be deleting from the right hand side. The right hand side is going to be deleting, but if I use backspace is going to be doing the left hand side. So that's the difference between your delete and your backspace. So we are going to be looking at some of these things much later. So that's basically it about your keyboard and your mouse. Remember to go and download the cheat sheet I kept for you in the description of this video. Now if you don't know how to access that, don't worry yourself. I'm still going to be explaining how to download it when we get to the internet part of this video. So don't worry yourself and just follow along with the lesson. You will definitely understand everything we are talking about. Now let's talk about the different ports that you have on your computer. When I talk about ports, we are talking about the different openings that you can plug something to on your computer. So depending on the particular computer you are using, these things are going to be different. There are some options that are available on a particular computer that is not available on the other one. But the most common one that almost all the computers usually have is probably like your USB port. So at least where you can plug your flash drive to, where you can plug maybe your mouse, your keyboard, all of those ports are usually USB. So with that now you can plug your USB to. And also some laptops still have this type C USB mount where you can also plug. So there are some devices now that uses that type C USB mount where you can plug some of those devices too. So you have the USB, you have the HDMI, you have the Ethernet, and you also have the VGA. I kept all of these things in that cheat sheet for you. So once you download it, you're going to see the different ports on your computer and what they do. So we have all of those things in the cheat sheet. Some of the most common kind of devices that you will always come across to when you are using your computer is like the flash drive that I mentioned earlier. So this is a flash drive now, for instance. So with this flash drive now, you can store some things in this, just like the memory card that some of us have on our phones. So but this is like a flash drive, so you can actually store things inside of it, and you can now open it on your computer. So we also have a hard disk. This is like a storage device. This is another storage device. Now this is a storage device, an external hard disk. So with this now I can also plug it to my computer. So this particular now uses type C USB mount. So with this now you just plug it to, if your computer has a type C USB port, to plug it to it. And if not, also you can, it also has USB cable also, so which you can also use the normal USB mount also to plug. So depending on the particular one that your computer have, that's what you will use. So this is a storage device now, an external hard drive. So depending on the ones you have or the one you have access to, all you need to just do is to look at okay, what's the port that it wants you to use. So if this one is type C, look for where type C is on your keyboard, on your computer, and plug it to it. If it's a USB, look for where USB is on your computer and plug it to it. Now for the USB, it has front and back. So if you plug it one way and does not go, just turn it the other way and plug it and it will enter. Same thing with the HDMI, the VGA, and most of the other cables as well. So they have the ways you can plug it and it will enter. So if you tried it the one way, don't force it. Just know that okay, this is not the right way. You turn it the other way and plug it, and it works that way. Right, so let's go ahead and plug a flash drive now to our computer and see how we can copy out some things. So I have this my flash drive here, which I have stored some things since. So all I need to do is to plug it to my computer, and let's see. So before I do that, let me open my computer so we see. So I'm going to be showing you how we got here in a jiffy. So let me just show you what happens once I plug my flash drive. You might not understand how I got here, but just flow with me. Let me plug my flash drive now so you see. So just in case you are wondering how I got to this particular place, all you need to do is to just click on this file explorer icon here. So just click on it and you meet yourself here. So you click on this PC and you will now get to this place where you will see all the hard drive and everything that is connected to your computer. Okay, so you see, once I plug the flash drive, something appeared there which was not there before. It's a USB drive. Now this is the storage size of it, showing me that this particular thing I plug is 7.8 gig free out of 58 gig. So the size of this flash drive is 58 gig, but the size that it could occupy on my system, the file that is free is 7 gig. So if I want to open it, and remember we talk about double click and right click and left click there. So now I'm going to double click to open it. So if I just double click now, the to open. Let me go back now. Now if I right click on it also, you see I can do, there are other options that I can actually perform on it. So if I click on open as well, it will open now. So I can now access all the things that I have inside of it. So that's basically how you plug your flash drive to your device and now access it. Now another thing you can plug is your phone. You can also plug your phone to your computer the same way we plug our flash drive. So let me just go ahead and plug my phone now. So just the same way we plug our flash drive, but for the phone now we need a USB cable. So this particular cable now, you see it has a USB mount and this is type C mount. So this USB enters my computer while this type C will enter my phone. Just the same cable you use in charging your phone. So that's the one I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be plugging the USB to my phone, and I'll plug this one now to my computer. So let me show us what happens once I do that. So just take note of what's going to happen here. I don't know if you notice that sound that it makes once an external device is being plugged into it. So you can see now my phone is showing C Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. So that is my phone that is showing now. Let me open it and see. So I can now see the different storage I have inside my phone. So this is my internal storage. It's 22 gig. Why this is the external the memory card I have inside my phone. It's showing me the size also. So now if I open this one now, I can copy anything inside my phone and I can paste it inside my computer. Like if I come to here now, from here now I can just access everything that is inside my computer. We are going to be learning how to copy and paste and save things much later. Just want to show us how you can just plug your phone. Now if you plug your phone to your computer, and sometimes in your phone now it will ask you to choose some options, like your phone will show you some options to pick one before it will show. So if your phone is asking you which option do you want to use, so you can just go ahead and select maybe file transfer. So once you select file transfer, you should be able to access everything that is showing on your, that you should be able to access your phone on your computer. So that's basically how you can now access it. So when we get to the options where I will learn how to copy and paste files, you understand how to copy files. So that's basically how you can access either your flash drive or your phone or even an hard drive, any external device you want to plug to your computer. So that's basically how you can get access to it on your computer. So let's go ahead and get a clearer understanding of what our Windows is all about. I know that probably most of what is in front of you might be confusing already. So let me go ahead and break down everything that is in front of you for you. So once you put on your computer, that's you boot your computer, you should meet yourself on this page. That's this desktop home screen. So once you are here, from here now you can navigate to any part of your computer that you want to go to. For like all of these things on the screen, like these ones now, we call them icons. These are like shortcuts to the different applications that are installed on our computer. Now not all of them are here, some of them are not represented here. So if there's anyone that you want that is not here, you can always go to where it says start. So this start now is where you see all the programs, everything that is on your computer. So from here now you can see other applications. So if as I'm scrolling down now, I can see other applications that are on my computer. So that's where you get this start from. So this particular part now, this bottom of the screen, is where we call our taskbar. So over here now, any application that is running, you can actually see it on this your taskbar. Then on my right hand side here now, I have the other icons here, like I have my date and time. Then I have my volume, which if I click on this volume now, I can actually increase the volume of my computer depending on how loud I want my computer to play. And if I even click here also, I can choose where I want my audio to play through. If I have more than one audio device plugged to my computer, if I have more than one thing that can play audio, like I connected a speaker and other these things, them, or either I want to choose if I want my audio to play directly from my computer or from the external device that I plug to it. So that's where I can just select it from here. Then you now have your battery. If you're on a laptop, you see your battery here. From here now you can see the battery percentage and how many hours is remaining. So all of that you can see it here. So we also have our Wi-Fi here, which you can use to connect to the internet. So once you click on this Wi-Fi now, you should see all the internet that are available that you can connect to. So any of them that you have the password to, just click on it and it will ask you to enter password. So you can just go ahead and enter the password and you'll be connected to that particular internet. So those are the major things we have here. But if you come to see this arrow that is pointing up, if I click on this arrow pointing up now, there are still several other options that are showing. So like I have my Bluetooth here. So if once I click on the Bluetooth, I can just go ahead, and if somebody wants to send a file to me via Bluetooth, I can just go ahead and say receive a file, for instance now, and I can receive any file via Bluetooth over here. So that's other options that are here. Then also I have my antivirus. You can see where it says Windows Security, no actions needed. Let me open it. So this is actually my computer antivirus, and it's always important that you keep this your antivirus up to date. So to update your antivirus, just click on where it says virus and threats protection. So now from here now I can do a quick scan and to check if there's any virus infection on my computer. So it's always advisable you do this once in a while, maybe once in a week or thereabouts, or once you plug an external thing or you don't understand how your computer is behaving again, you can just come and scan to see. Then always make sure that your antivirus is updated. So always come here to check for updates, maybe once in a week as well. As often as you just remember, just come and do view or check for updates, and it will update itself and you have access. So this is just something you can do as often as you can as well. So let me close it. If I just click on this red one, I can close. If you want to close a program that is open, just click on here to close. If you click on this other one at the center, it maximizes it, that it makes it to be full screen. Now if you want to bring it down back, I'll click on that center one again, it brings it down. Now if I want to minimize it, let's like I want to just bring it down so I can continue using it later. I'm not done with it, I want to just minimize it. So once I click there to minimize it, that means it's down here on my taskbar. If I click it again, it comes back. So that's it. But now I'm done with it, I want to just close it so it goes away completely. You can see now at the bottom of my screen is no longer on the taskbar. Then let me close this Bluetooth too. I'll just click on cancel and the Bluetooth is gone. So these are on this button. Now you have other things. So those are the major ones, the Bluetooth and the antivirus. Those are the major things. So if you have a flash drive connected to your computer, it's always a best practice that you make sure that you eject that your flash drive before you unplug it. So to eject it, just click on this particular one here that says safely remove. So once I click on it now, it's going to show me the flash drive we plugged earlier. Let me just go and show us there. If I click on this file explorer, let me open it. So look at this flash drive now. Look at what's going to happen to it. Let me bring it down. So once I click here and I say safe remove, so let's see what's going to happen. And I say eject this. Do you notice that it has disappeared from here? So that flash drive has been safely removed from my computer. So I can just say it says safe to remove your hardware now. So I can now close it. So that's the best practice that you should always do whenever you have an external device connected to your computer. So don't just go ahead and plug it off. It will damage the device, so it's not advisable. So once you come there and you see that you can eject it, go ahead and eject it. If there are some devices that you cannot eject, so all you need to do is to make sure you close every program that is using that device. You just make sure you close everything, then you can now safely remove it from your computer. All right, so let's go ahead and get a more deeper understanding of what Windows OS is all about. Let me just close this. So like I said, these are the taskbar, different icons that different programs that are on your computer. You can always see them here. So if there's anyone that you can't find here and you can't find it, you can always come to start and you will see them here. Just scroll down, use that center scroll button, you scroll down, you see all the programs that are on your computer. And that you can do is to search. If I start typing the name of a particular program now, let me just say Internet Explorer. So you can see Internet Explorer is showing here, Internet Explorer. So if this was the program I was looking for, once you click on start typing the name of the program, you see that it will just automatically show here for you. So those are how you can get other programs that are not already on your computer. So if it's not there before and you want to now make it to be on your either on your desktop or to appear on your taskbar, let me just use the Internet Explorer as an example. So the Internet Explorer, if I right click on it, remember that our right click, that's the one that brings out other option. Let me do pin to taskbar first, as you see. So once I say pin to taskbar, you see it has appeared here now. It was not at this place before, but now it's here now. So pin to start, look at it. If I click on pin to start, then look at it here. Internet Explorer is now on a taskbar. So once I click here now, I can easily see it here. And the ones that are here also, I can remove anyone I know I don't use. Like now, all these games now, I can just say on pin from start. Right click and say on pin for start. So those ones now, I can just use that to remove them. So I will right click and I will say on pin from start. So I can just go ahead like that and unpin all of them from start. Anyone I know, okay, this one, so I'm not using it to, I just go ahead and unpin it like that. So you can also bring it back if you want to use it later. You can always go back again and look for it and pin it back if you want to. So that's basically it. So let's quickly look at how you navigate your computer. Now, like I showed us earlier, if I click on this file explorer here now, it brings out this file explorer. From this file explorer, I can access anywhere on my computer. If I come to the where you say this PC now is where every hardware every hardware that is connected to my computer, I'm going to see them here. Like now, this DVD ROM. If I plug a DVD now to my laptop, I'm going to see it here. So if your laptop has a DVD or your desktop has a DVD space, you can plug it here. Now if I right click and say eject, it's going to open it's going to open the DVD ROM. It's going to open the DVD place, which I can plug a DVD and make use of it. That's basically here. So from here now, you see where I say document. I can from here and locate my documents. So if I double click now, my document opens. If I want to go back, I'll just click on this place here. Let me zoom it in. So I just click here, and from here I can now go back. So I can just go back from here now. So I can just go back here now. If I want to open pictures, I double click and pictures are open. Let me go back. I can from here now locate anywhere on my computer. That just makes it easier. If I want anywhere I want to locate on my computer, I can just locate it like that. Now I can resize a particular window. If I bring my mouse to the edge of it, now if I click, I can make it big or smaller. You can see. So that's another thing that we can do here. Now remember this one that I showed us earlier, to close, to make it full screen, and to minimize it to the taskbar so that I can pick it up later. So that's actually how you move from one place to the other. Now let's look at how you can copy files. I actually ejected the flash drive earlier, so I've plugged it again now, so it's appearing here. Now if I double click on the flash drive, all the files inside of it are open. If I want to copy this thing now from the flash drive to my computer, I can just select all of them. If I click on the first one, I click on the second one, I click on the third one. Now you notice as I'm clicking, only the one that I click is selected, and the other one that once I leave it, the other one is no longer highlighted for me here. So if I want to copy only this one, I'll just select it and I can right click and say copy, or use a shortcut which is Control C. Remember, you have all of those things in the document I have in the description for you. I have all those shortcuts and what they do for you. So I just click on copy. So I can now copy this one and paste it. Let me say I want to paste it on my desktop or anywhere I want to paste it on my system. So let me just right click and say paste. So it has pasted it on my desktop. You can see now it's here. So look at it now. This particular one now. Now if I want to select more than one, if I click and drag, there's something called click and drag. Once you press your left mouse button, you cannot drag over it like this. That's what we call click and drag. So once you click and drag like that, you can now right click and say copy. So what that does is that it has copied those three things I selected, which I can now right click again and I will say paste. Now I'm pasting it on my desktop. Now I can also paste it any other place. It's asking me do I want to replace, because there are two files now bearing the same name. This code that I copied earlier, this picture I copied earlier, and this other one now. So if I say replace, so it's going to replace it. So or you can see all these new ones now. I just pasted them now. Yeah. So I can actually copy like that to any part of the computer I want to copy it to. Let me close here. Okay. Let me go back to this PC. Now look at these ones now. If this arrow by the side of this PC, if I open it, I can see other folders that are under it. Like all these ones now, I can see other folders that are under it. Can see other folders. So if I wanted to paste this thing on my desktop now, if I double click on the desktop is open, and I can just paste it. Or if I click and drag it from my desktop and I bring it here, it has moved it from my desktop to my document. So by the time I move it, I just drag it from the desktop where it was and I drop it inside document. So it move it to the document place, which is something that you might want to be doing once in a while as well. So that's basically how you copy. Now if you want to move a file without using dragging, so if I right click, let me click and drag all of them now. If I right click again, you can see where I say there's copy, there's cut. The difference between copy and cut. Let me move it here. So difference between copy and cut. Cut now, what cut does that it will remove it from this original location and take it to the new location. Why copy will take it from it will still remain in the old location and still have it on the new location. So I'm going to have two versions of that same thing. That's the difference between copy and cutting. So you want to know what you want to do. Do you want it to still remain in the old location while you move it to the new location, or you want it to remain in that place as a backup, so you have it in two places? So depending on what you want, that's what determines if you are going to do copy or cut. So if I cut it now, if I don't want this thing to be in my document, let's say I want to change the location where it is, I don't want it to be in my document, I want to move this thing out to my pictures. Let me come to pictures. I can just come and paste it here, and the files are moved away from documents. It's no longer inside documents. So if I come back now, I can double click on pictures and the picture is inside pictures, or you can just navigate from here. I can use this place here to do the navigation. So if I use the document and see it's no longer inside document. If I come to pictures, it's here. I can also drag. If I drag it from here now and move it to download, let me move it to desktop from here now. See, it will just come to my desktop. Look at it now on my desktop here. So it's just right here on my desktop. So let me zoom back. So that's basically how you can do move and cut. So let me cut it again now. So I'm cutting it. So I want it to be in my document folder. So let it just remain in my document folder. And so there's my document. Yeah, so I'll just paste it in my document folder. So the files are moved to my document now, which is where I want it to be. Now if I want to change my picture desktop background, like now I have this particular picture as my background here. Let's say I want to use this my own picture. If I right click on the picture, most of the things you want to do, once you right click, you will definitely see it. So just right click and you read through what is here. You see now if I want to rename, look at rename, look at delete, look at copy, look at cut. But now I want to set it as a desktop background, so I'll just click on set desktop background. See what has happened now. Let me minimize this one. You can see, let me make this full screen. So it has changed my desktop background to this my picture now. So that's basically how you can probably change your desktop background. So let me change my desktop background back to the one that it was. So I'll just right click on this one and say set as desktop background. You can see now my desktop background has changed again. So that's basically how you change your desktop background from one picture to the other ones. So like I mentioned earlier, if you want to close a particular file, all you need to do is just click on this red button here and it's going to close. So once I close it now, so this particular file now on my desktop, if I want to rename it, if I just click on it and I right click, you see where I say rename. So once I click on rename, I can change the name of that particular file to any other name that I want it to be. So let me just name this one. I'm just pressing on my keyboard. My cap lock is on, so let me delete. I just selected all of them. I just press delete and they are all gone. So let me turn off my cap lock and I'll press typing. So I press shift and I press T to do capital letter T, then I press Y. So other ones I'm pressing now, they are right showing in small letter. So that's that. So if I double click on it now, you see those files are open. So let me close it. Now I can just right click and I'll say delete. Once I click on delete now, the file is going to be deleted and it's going to be moved to my desktop. So let me just do that now. If I just do right click and say delete, so the file is deleted. It's now inside my recycle bin. So if I open my recycle bin, you see typing is here. The file that I just deleted is already here waiting for me. Now if I want to bring it back, I can just click and drag it from recycle bin and keep it here. So recycle bin is just a place where all the things you delete, they are. Now there are some files that when you delete them, they will not come here. If the file is too heavy, if the file is a very large file, most times when you delete, it will just delete permanently. So but if it's a file that is not too large, if you delete it, it's going to be in the recycle bin waiting for you. If you don't want a file that you want to delete to go to the recycle bin waiting for you, you can just you click on shift button and you press delete. That file now is going to delete permanently. So you can see what is showing me here. You say, are you sure you want to permanently delete this file? That's what it's asking me. So if I say yes, this file is going to be deleted permanently. You see, it's not coming to our recycle bin. The file did not get to recycle bin, the thing just went like that. Again, these shortcuts are already waiting for you in the document I prepared for you. So all those shortcuts and what they do, I have all of those things. So if you just press shift and delete, the file is going to delete permanently. Now if I have a lot of things in my recycle bin and I want to clear off everything, if I just right click on empty space, now when I'm right clicking, if I right click on top something, there are different options that it's going to show. But if I right click empty space, different options are going to show. So anywhere you are on your computer and you want to right click, just make sure you are right clicking an empty space. When you right click empty space, options that shows different from when you right click on top of a file. So now I want to make sure I'm right clicking on top of an empty space where there's nothing there. Then I click on empty recycle bin and everything inside my recycle bin is going to be deleted permanently. I can't get them again. So I just click on empty recycle bin and I'll say, it's asking me, are you sure you want to permanently delete these three items? I'll say yes, please go ahead, and the files are gone. and they are gone for life. So you want to just make sure you know what you're doing before you go and delete. So once when maybe if you are lacking storage space, let's say your system is getting filled up, you can just go and clear your recycle bin and make sure that there's nothing there that you don't want. All right, so if you are using a laptop, for instance, and you want to connect an external monitor, maybe your television in the house, or you want to connect a projector, maybe you want to use it to display something, maybe a presentation that you want to show something that people are going to be watching on a different screen, and your laptop also have its own screen differently. So all you need to do is to use the right cable that your laptop has and the screen has also. The most common cable that is being used nowadays is what we call the HDMI cable. So that HDMI cable, now you just look for the HDMI port on your laptop and plug the cable to it. Then go maybe on your projector, on your TV, on your monitor screen, you plug the HDMI cable to that one as well. So once those two things are plugged, the only thing left is for you to just come to your computer and press Window P. It's a shortcut. So once you press Window P on your computer, these options are going to come up. So these options now, it is now asking you to select what you want to project. Do you want to do PC screen only? If I do PC screen only, it's going to disconnect my, now I'm using my laptop with an external screen. So now if I do PC only, that means it's going to turn off the screen. Nothing is going to be showing on that screen again. Only my laptop screen is going to be showing. Now if I click on duplicate, the exact thing I'm seeing on my laptop screen is the exact thing that is going to be showing on the external screen as well. Maybe the projector, the TV, or whatever external screen you're using. Now if you use extend, which is the one I love using most of the time, and that's the one that most people use as well, is the one that now you are not going to be using both your laptop and the external screen like two different screens. So you have a different thing. You can now move things from one of the screen to the other one. You have a different thing on your laptop screen showing, and you have a different thing on the external screen also showing. So this helps you to be in charge. Most of the presentation softwares, maybe if you want to show your slide doing a Zoom meeting or whatever, or when you are doing a presentation on stage, with this now you will be able to have maybe your note or other things in front of you on your own laptop, and the thing that the other people are seeing is the one you want them to see. So that's it. It's just the shortcut again is Windows P. Once you press on that Windows P, this option shows, then you select the one you want to select. All right, so let's go ahead and download and install some application on our device. Now the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you're already connected to the internet, and to do that is very simple. Just make sure you click on this your internet icon and select the particular network that you have access to and connected to the internet. So once you are connected to the internet, you click on start. Now, by the way, if you are not familiar with how you can connect to the internet or share internet from your phone to maybe your laptop, I have another video which I'm going to be linking in the description, and also I'll keep it somewhere up here, so where you can actually see how you can connect between your internet. You can share internet from your smartphone to your computer. So now the first place I'm going to use is this Microsoft Store. So let me just open it. That place now I can just do single click to open it. So once you come to Microsoft Store is just like the Play Store and the App Store that you have on your phones. So that's the same thing like this Microsoft Store. Let me come here, for instance, and I'll search for WhatsApp. Let me search for WhatsApp. So just open, let me click on WhatsApp. So with this now you can download any application that you want to make use of. So WhatsApp is, I'll just click on get. So as simple as that, the WhatsApp is going to download and install for me on my computer. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to actually go to the another way to do is to just open this your browser. Let me double click on this. You can see WhatsApp is installing, is downloading and installing. So now if I want to download, let me download Chrome browser, for instance. So I'll just search for Chrome. So you see now the WhatsApp is done. So it's asking me to open. So I can just click here to open it. So WhatsApp is ready. So if I click on get started, I'll just open my phone app and scan this. Now once I scan it, you see that my WhatsApp will just appear here. So that's basically how you can connect your phone WhatsApp. So let's go ahead and there are still other apps on that Play Store where you can download. So let me search for Chrome browser. Let me just click here, for instance now. So I just tap enter. So it's download Chrome, and so I just click on that. All right, so I click on download Chrome. So any software or application you want to use, you just want to come and search here, and make sure you are downloading it from their official website. That will help to ensure that you are downloading the real application. So you just search from Google. So you just come and search. Just search the name of the app you are looking for, and once you get it, so like now where I am now is www.google.com. So supposedly that WhatsApp I wanted to download now, I'll just come here to and search for WhatsApp. So you see where I say WhatsApp download. The website name now is web.whatsapp.com. That's their official website. So you want to make sure that you are downloading from their official website. If you scroll down, you see some other people that also have it, like this one now. If you scroll down now, you see some other people that still ask you to download that. So you want to make sure you are downloading from the official website. So if I click on download WhatsApp, it's going to take me to the official website where I can just click on download from. So this is the official WhatsApp website. I can just click on download and download it from here as well. Okay, so let me go ahead and download Chrome. It's my Chrome. Thanks for downloading. Your download should start manually. Let me see if it is downloading. If I just click here, I can come to download. Okay, could not download. Let's download. It's downloading now. So the Chrome is downloading. All right, so it's done downloading. So I just click on open file. So I got that. If you click on this these three dots here, once you click on it, you see where it says download. So once I click on download, let me even always show on toolbar. So I just right click and say always show on toolbar. So it will always be on this my toolbar here. Let me zoom this thing here. So I just click on it. Was these three dots I clicked, and I come to where I say download, and I say always show on toolbar so that the download is always here. So once I click here now, I'll see what I downloaded. So let me just click on open file. So he's asking me, do you want to allow this application to make changes to your computer? So I'll click on yes. So let's minimize this one now. So you see now Chrome is downloading and installing. So with this now, you see Chrome will be downloaded and installed on our computer. So if you're just setting up your computer and you have so many applications to install, there's a video I make here which is going to help you to do that easier and faster. There's a particular tool you can use that is to just install almost all the applications you need at once for you. So I'm going to be dropping the link in the description, and also you can just watch the video here as well. So our Chrome is done downloading. So let's go back to that. So it's here now. So it's asking us, do you want to sign in or not? So I said don't sign in for now. We're going to be doing that much later. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set it as default. So I love using Chrome as my default browser because I'm just used to it. No more differential because I'm used to using Chrome. So Microsoft Edge is also good, but I'm going to change my default browser now to Microsoft Chrome. So I'll just come here where it's a web browser, and I'll change it to Chrome. Alright, so anytime I want to browse the internet now, it's Chrome that I'll be using to browse. So let me go ahead and close this one now. So we got it. Alright, so our Chrome browser is set now and is ready. Now you can see the icon for the Chrome is also here, and Microsoft Edge is there as well. So if I want to, let me close it for instance. Now if I want to open it, I'll just double click and the Chrome browser is open. Now if I want to search for an information, I want to make a research for instance. So I can just simply search for here. Let me say system. So let's say I want to buy a computer and don't know the particular computer I want to make that I can get. If I just search for system recommendation for video editing, so you can see, look at these are the information that I have here. Let me zoom into it. So these are different information that I have here which you can actually make use of. So this is basically how you make use of your search engine. So you just come here and Google what you want, the information you are looking for. Now, and that search engine is the YouTube. If you want to, if the information you want now, you want it in a video format, so you can just go ahead and search for the video. Now if I click on this plus here at the top of the screen, it will open a new tab for me. So with that new tab now, I can go to another, visit another website. Like this one is still here, it has not closed. This one now. So from here now, if I know the website I want to open, let's say video school dot video. Let me use this for instance. Video, so videoschool.ng. If I once I just type videoschool.ng now, that's the name of a website. You see that the website will just open for me. That's basically how you browse the internet. So the website is open for me. Let's say for if I want to open what's it called, Facebook for instance now. So I can just type maybe facebook.com. Once I'm done, I'll just type enter. I see Facebook is open. It's asking me to sign in my email and all of that. So that's basically how you browse the internet. You just type the name of the website, or you can even search for the name. If I come to this Google search now, I can search for maybe Facebook. From this Google search now, I can just go ahead and open the particular one I want to open. So that's that. So that's basically how you search. So and that place is YouTube. Let me search for YouTube. I can just do youtube.com, youtube.com. That's their website. So I just press enter. Once I finish typing it, I just type enter on my keyboard. Alright, so you see now YouTube is opened. I can just come here now and I search for a particular information I want to do. Let me search for how to knot a tie. So you can see different videos showing me how to knot a tie. So any information you want and you want it in a video format, you just come to youtube.com and under here now you type in the particular thing you are looking for, and there'll be different videos ready to show you how to do that particular thing you are looking for. So all you need to do is just play your video and learn what you want to learn, and you are good to go. So that's basically how to use these search engines. So if I want to close any browser I open, so you can see this one here, this X here, and once I click it, the thing is going to be closed. So I just click here to, you see that the files are going to be closed once I do that. All right, so let's go ahead now and create an email account. So we are going to be using Gmail to create this, because Gmail is like the most popular email now, and without your Gmail account they give you access to so many other tools as well. So to do that, I'm just going to be using my Chrome browser. So let me just come here and I'll double click, and once I double click, my Chrome is open. So now to create an email, so if you look at this top of the screen, I see where it says Gmail. As long as you're using a Chrome browser, you see Gmail here. Now if you're not using a Chrome browser, you can just maybe search for Gmail from Google, or just search Gmail. So you see here, but since we are using a Chrome browser, let me go back. So since we are using a Chrome browser, I'll just click on this Gmail here. All right, so it brings me here now. So he asked me to create an account. So I'll just click on create an account. Since we don't have an account with Gmail before, I'll just click on create an account. Now if you have an account before, you can just click on sign in. Let's say you have a Gmail account. Anybody that has a smartphone should have a Gmail account already. So if you have a Gmail account already, so just click ahead and say sign in, and under the sign in now, it's going to ask you for your email or phone number. So you just go ahead and dial in your email or phone number and just log in. So but let's just assume we don't have account here, so I'll just click on create an account. So once I click on create an account, it's asking me, is it for personal use or for my work or business? So depending on the type of account you want to create, if the account is maybe for me now, it can be coded latif@gmail.com. If that's the email I want to create, that is for personal use. But if I want to create an email for my business, I'm going to say for work or business. So depending on what you want to use it. So if I want to create an email now for videoschool.ng, I'll definitely it's going to be for work or business. So let me create for personal use now. So I'm going to say for personal use. All right. So it's asking me first name. So my first name is Korede. My last name is Latif. So let's go. So it's asking me for my date of birth, which I'm going to just fill that up, and I'll go. All right, so it's asking me to choose a Gmail that I want to use. So let me just use my full name. So let's see if that's available. Korelati@gmail.com. How will you sign in? So let's say next. All right, so somebody has taken this already, so that means this is not available. So I have to now look for maybe different things I can add to it. So it has given me option, say code relative 243, I code 702. So let me just add some other figures to it. Let me say 360. All right, so that one was available. So Corridor Latif 360. So remember the one you use so that you don't lose it later. So that's the one that worked. So I'm going to now choose a password. So you want to now you want to choose a very strong password that you can remember and somebody cannot easily guess. So let me use one. All right, so I have gone ahead and choose a password. So if you want to be sure, you can just click on show password and it's going to show you the password you've created. So just make sure you choose the right password and make sure that it's correct. Most of them are correct. So once you do that, so I'm going to hide it back and I'll click on next. So you say get a verification. So I'm going to choose a phone number that I can get. So I'm going to just type my phone number. So it's in that phone number now. It's going to send me a code which I can now use. Okay, so they've sent the code. Let me check it from my watch. So 04. All right, so enter the code. So recovery email. So now if you don't have any other email you can use, you can skip it. But I have other email apart from this one, so I'm going to use those ones as my recovery email. So let me choose one of my other emails. So click on next. So my email is ready. Say Latif360@gmail.com. So my email is ready, and I'll click on next, and so I click on agree. So you just have to agree to their privacy. If not, so you can't go ahead and use it. So this is what our email inbox looks like. So you can see everywhere now. So so if I want to send and receive email, so this is basically it. So let's try to send an email, for instance. So I'll just click on where it says compose. So from here now I can choose who am I sending this email to. Let's say video school. So I want to send it to my other email. So subject is, and then I can go ahead and now write what the content of my email is going to be. So you just go ahead and type everything other thing you want to type in your email, and once you are done, you can just click on send. You can see where it says send at the bottom of the screen. So once I say send, the email is going to be sent to the person I compose the image to, the email to, and the person is going to receive it. So it's just as simple as that. That's basically how you send an email. So let's see how to receive an email. So if you click on the description of this video and the document I gave us access to, once you click on it, you should meet yourself here. So over here now, you can so it will ask you, you say get my best, this is, so enter email. So let's enter the email we just created now. Then enter my name, enter my son last name. All right, so send to my inbox. Once you click on that, say you are all set, your cheat sheet is on the way. What's next? Check your inbox spam folder for a message from. All right, so let's go and check now if the email has arrived. So once the email arrives, it will be under inbox. If you come to where it says see promotion, see social. So if you come to promotion, look at where the email is. This one now we just received now. This is it now. It's here. So once I click it to open, you can see now the email is actually here, but it was not under. Let me come back. It was not showing any sign as if I see. Even under primary, it was not showing. It was under promotion. So these are different places that your emails can be hiding. There are some people that they will send them email. They'll say, I did not receive any email. You need to be checking all of these folders. You need to check your primary. You need to check your promotions. You need to check every aspect of your email. So under promotion now, that's where it is. Now for me not to have this email under my promotion again, so what I can do is that I can drag it from my promotion and I'll take it to my primary. Then I just come here now. It's going to is under primary now. So let me just close this other one here. So any time that I receive another email from this person now, it's not going to be there again. It's going to just come straight to my inbox. So that's something you should do. Anytime somebody send you an email and you find it here, you can just move it from here. These other ones are advert, but this particular one was the one we asked for now. So let me just come. So you say, hi Korede, thank you for signing up. So you can download the cheat sheet here. So I just click here now, and I have access to the document already. So it's loading. All right, so this is the document. Then I will, it's in a Google Drive, so I double click on it again. All right, so our file has been downloaded. So you can see the different computer shortcut that I told us earlier. So this is it now. So all of those ones now, they are here for you. All of those things are here. All of those ones are here. All of those ones are here. So you can just go ahead and probably you can even download it. If you click here now, you can download it. So that's basically how you receive an email. So just make sure you check different folders so that the email you receive will not just be there and you say, I did not see it too. Probably the thing is falling under promotion. So make sure you check it, and you check everywhere possible to make sure it's not there. Now this email account we just created now give us access to different Google tools apart from just Gmail. Gmail is just one out of other things that we have access to. So I'm going to be showing us now. So let me just come back here. So I'm opening a new tab now. So now if you click on this place now, you can see this my name is here now. That means I'm signed in. Now I can even sign in my Gmail to this particular Chrome, so that even if I use this my Chrome or my phone or anywhere, my files are going to be like anywhere I'm browsing now, I can easily access my files. So I'm going to sign in. This my Gmail will just create into this Chrome itself. So I'll just click on this logo up here. Let me zoom there. So I just click on this logo up here, and you see where it say continue as Korede Lateef. So because I'm signing there, so I'm just going to say continue. So I just click on continue. Yes, I'm in. So what happens is it's going to sign me in my Chrome now. So my Chrome now is signed in. You see, my Chrome now is signed in. So anywhere on my device that I am, my Chrome is signed in. So let me just change. I even want to customize the more. So let me click on this image now. So let me minimize this a bit so I can move it to one side. So I click here. Then let me change the picture. So I just click on this pen here now. So I want to change this. I want to customize this to my taste. Let me just put my picture here. So I say add profile picture. So click here. So I look for my picture from my computer. So I click on from my computer, upload. So go and look for where I have my pictures. I have pictures there. So let me use this one. Open. Okay, that file was too heavy. Let me search for myself from Google. So let me just search for myself. Let me see if I'll see any of my pictures. So let me just say save as. So I just saved that picture now. Let me go and use it now. So upload from Chrome. Let me go to download. So this is the one uploading. All right. So next, save. All right. So my profile picture has been updated successfully. You see this these buttons here. Once I click on it, you see different Google tools that my email address has given me access to. Let me make this name smaller a bit. So these are different email tools that I have access to now. So like search, maps, YouTube, Gemini, news. So we've already accessed Gmail. Now let's use Meet for instance. Now once I click on Meet is the one that we use for online meetings. So once you click on Meet, let's say you want to have an online meeting with somebody. Once you click on Meet, so it's going to ask you now, what do you want to do? New meeting, or you want to join a meeting? If you want to join a meeting, it's very simple. The person that created the meeting is going to send you the link. Just click on the link and you will have access. You can join the meeting from your computer. But if you are the one that want to create the link, just click on new meeting. You see create a meeting for later or start an instant meeting. So depending on what you want to do, if the meeting that you want to create now, if it's just for now, you can create a meeting, start an instant meeting. But if it's a meeting that maybe the date is tomorrow, next tomorrow, 1 week time, you can say create a meeting for later. Let's do that later on now. All right, so now copy the link. So once you copy the link, you can now send it to other people that you want them to join the meeting. So once it's the date of the meeting, everyone just click on it and they join. But if you want to create an instant meeting, once you click on it, the meeting is going to start right away as you've just click on it. So you can still copy the link and send to people to join you as well. So that's just basically it. So it's to ask you, do you want to use your microphone? Just go ahead and approve all of this and you are good to go. Now, another Google tool that we have here is Docs. Let me bring it out. See Google Docs. So let's say Docs. So what Docs does is that it allows us to type. So I'll just click on where it says blank document. So with this now, you can type anything you want. And the good thing about this is that it's saved to the cloud. As long as your email is being synced to any of your device, you have access to everything you type on your phone, on your computer. Every of your device that has this particular email, you can. So if I come here now, I can type anything I want to type. So if I select it now, I can probably make it bigger, make it bold. If you come to here that it says styles, I can choose, maybe make it an heading. You can choose here fonts, change the different fonts. So you can just play with the text here. Just play with it from here now. So with this now, you can type anything, and everything you type is synced to the cloud for you. You don't have the fear of losing your file. As long as you don't forget your email and your password, your files are well saved for you. So that's that about Docs. Let's check out another one. Let's talk about, let's see Drive. There are so many Google tools here, and I will not be able to cover all of them. So I'll just cover the most important ones that we use most often. Now, Google Drive is a storage device on its own. Once you create a Gmail, they give you 15 gig of file, which is good enough for you. Now, anything that you like, that see that sheet now that we open that time now is here in my Google Drive waiting for me already. Somebody that once you double click any file and the file is being saved on Google Drive, you have it already. So I don't even need to save it. That's this file that we opened that time, this particular one. I don't need to save it. I didn't save it anything. Whether it's not because I downloaded it, even if I not downloaded it, as long as I've opened it, it will be saved in my own Google Drive as well. So I can just come to my Google Drive and search for that file. So it's there for me forever until probably maybe the real owner delete it. So that's just it. Now this document I just created now, look at it now, it's here. If I double click on it now, it's going to open that. This is my first class typing class. So it's there for you. So everything you are doing in your Google in any of your Google file, they have been saved to your Google Drive for you. Now you can also save a file here now. If I want to upload a file to my Google Drive, now if I come to here that says let me zoom it in. If I come here now that says Drive, if I click on here that says Drive now, I can now go ahead and upload this. My own drive, my drive now is my own files that I create. If as long as I say shared with me, are the files that people actually shared with me, not my own. So it's shared by, you can see the person that shared it here, like this one now, shared with me. My own drive is here. So if I right click here now, I can say upload a file. So I can go here now, go and look for all my important documents, maybe your certificates, you have any important thing. Don't go and add movies or all those ones will eat up the storage space. You have just 15 gig. So you don't go and waste it and be downloading and be putting movies and the rest. So you can just put your certificates, any important document that you have that you want to always have access to anytime you need it. You can just upload them and keep them here. So those ones will be safe for you. Just make use of the storage space that they give to you judiciously. So that's that about Google Drive. Now any file you can also share it to somebody. If I right click on this file now, I can say share and I copy link. Now this link now I can send it to anybody and the person will have access. That's the same way I shared this one that you have. That's the same way I shared it with you. After I created the file, I uploaded it to my Google Drive. Then I copy, I say share. Then the link is what I gave to you on your email. So once you click on it, you have it. Now if you click on share and say share, there's an option here that says so you can see there's an option here that say restricted. So general access. So you want to change the general access to anyone with the link can view. Anyone with the link, you change this one now to viewer. So copy the link. So this link now, once you do this now, anybody that has the link will be able to open that file, but they cannot delete it. They cannot rename it, they cannot do anything, but they can download it, but they are not able to delete it. That's a good thing. That's an advantage. Well, that's a good thing that you should do. But if you say restricted, once, even if they have the link, once they open it, it will ask you, do you want this person to open your file? So we use that one for maybe any file that is important. You don't want anybody to just get access to it. You want to know who is touching it, who is using it. So you can do that. Once you copy the link and send to the person has to ask for your permission before he use it. So that's just that about sharing your files with Google Drive. So another one is this sheets. So what sheets is used for is more like a spreadsheet. Use it to make to enter entrance. If you've heard of Excel before by Microsoft, so this is the Google version of it. So if I click on blank space, so what this sheet does that you can just use it to enter. You can see it has something like a tabular form. So I can just put in maybe names. If I want to take in some data now of some set of people, I can just say, okay, maybe name of students, maybe name of students in the class, name of students, maybe their age, their the score they have in different subjects and all of that. So you can just say, let's say the first one here, say name of student, age, then their score. So I can just type name now. Let me use my name. Age, this is not my real age. Then the score, I scored 100 over 100. So you can just use it to enter your data like that. Enter another person's name. Let me use another person's name. Victor, 7 years old. Then he scored 90. So we can just basically make use of this to do some basic entries. No, it's more they're easy to do more advanced things than just this. You can use it to do some mathematical calculations and the rest of which I'm not going to go depth into it in this particular training. So that's basically what you use sheets to do. So we still have another one we have here now is so Google Form. So this Google Form now, you can use it to take information. So with it now, you can, if you have ever filled a form online before, most likely they either use a Google Form or any other one that looks like it as well. So you can just use it to create a form to collect information from people. So now all of these things, both sheets, form, work, they have some template already. Like this template now, you can use this template and edit it and use it, or you want to start from scratch. So let me pick up this particular template for instance now. So once you pick up a particular template, then you now probably edit it, change whatever information that they have there to your own. The one you don't want, you can remove it. So contact information, name, email, address, phone number. So you can just do, once you have finished putting everything you want the people to fill, so you just click on publish. Then anyone with a link, yes, publish. So it will now give you a link which you can now copy. So let's click here. Let's see. Yeah, copy. So copy the link. So I just copy the link. So anybody I send this link to now, let me just paste this link I copy now to my browser. Just paste and press enter. So anybody that has this link now, he has the form. So they can go ahead and fill the form. They can just go ahead and fill the form and submit. Once they submit it, the informations are going to be waiting for me on this my over here. So you can see over here now there's a place that says responses. So anybody that fill the form, I'm going to be seeing their information here, and you can also link this to your spreadsheet like this now, so that the information they can just appear here like this. All right, so that's basically most of the Google tools that you have access to and you can use. You can go ahead and explore them. You can use that YouTube that I showed you earlier to make more research on any of them. Let's say you want to learn deeper into my Google Doc. Now you can search maybe how to use Google Doc. You see videos you can watch and follow along, how to use Google Sheets, how to use Google Form. So you can just go ahead and make further research and learn more about it. All right, so let's go ahead and learn about AI, most especially ChatGPT. Now this is one of the most used tool nowadays for making research and for you to do your search, anything you want to make inquiry about. AI is like the easiest way for you to do it nowadays. So to access that, you just open your browser. So let's open, I'm still using my Chrome browser. You can just double click on your Chrome browser to access it. So once you open your Chrome browser, just go to chatgpt.com. chatgpt.com. So your ChatGPT is open, so you can click on login. Even without logging in, you can still make use of it. So let's go ahead and let me search for something, for instance. So I'm searching for how to sit while using a computer. Let's tap enter. Okay, so now you can see it's already giving me all the information. If I search for this on Google, for instance, it's not going to be easy like this for me to just get all this information at once. Like, look at how it's just coming out, and this without logging in. So you can actually go, and if you don't have an account with them already, you can just go ahead and do sign up. Let me click on sign up now. So I can just go ahead and say continue with Google. So since we already have our Gmail sign in already, so it will just show me my Gmail here, which I can just go ahead and select. But I'm not going to do that. I have too many accounts with them already. So let me don't just keep creating fake accounts for them. So that's just basically how you you chat with it the same way you chat with your friend, maybe on WhatsApp or you chat anywhere. So just go ahead and interact with the AI like that. But it's good to sign up with the account so that your chat is going to be saved. So you can always come back to it, and you can also continue with your phone as well. But if you don't sign in now, you will not be able to come back to your chat again. So you just go ahead, and if you don't understand anything, you can say let's say for instance, say explain 2020 rule more. Let me just copy this one now. So just the same way you chat and interact, so it's going to go ahead and give you better explanation. It's going to give you better explanation. So you just go ahead and just keep chatting with it and keep communicating and asking questions. So that's basically how you make use of ChatGPT for making inquiries and for making your research. All right. So if, for instance, now you are using your computer and your computer freezes, like it hang, like nothing is moving again while you are trying to press it, one of the things you can do is to restart the computer. So once you restart the computer, what causes that thing most of the time is that maybe if you have too many programs that are opened and they've eaten up all the strength or be the RAM that the computer has, so it may hang. So what you can just do is to go ahead and restart the computer, and sometimes the restart step will not answer you, so you might want to force it off. So you just press and hold the power button for some seconds and the computer will go off. So that option should be done sparingly, because it can damage the computer if you keep on doing it that way. But most time that will be the only option left for you to do. So if your computer is hanging and it's not responding, you are trying to restart it, it's not even restarting, just go ahead and press and hold the power button and it goes off. Now mind you, everything you are working on that you have not saved will be gone. You won't be able to recover your files. So make sure that you are saving your files as you are working. And if you are using maybe cloud thing, like maybe you're working on Google Doc, for instance, now those ones saves automatically for you, so it may not be much of an issue as long as your data was on. So it may not be much of an issue if that happens. But if you are not working on such devices and that happens, you are going to lose your files and you have to start from the last time you saved. So just have that at the back of your mind when you are about to just do that. Another thing you can actually do to keep your computer up and running is to make sure your softwares are up to date. So any software you are using, once there's an update, you go ahead and update it. Just make sure that as long as you're using a genuine software, not like a pirated software. So if you're using a pirated software, you may not be able to update it as often as possible. But if you're using a genuine software that you downloaded from the official website and the one that is supposed to be paid and you are paying for it, so as long as all of those things are genuine, just go ahead and update it. But if you're not using a genuine software, you might not be able to update it. So that's some of the downside of using counterfeit softwares then, which is not advisable that you should use, by the way. Working on the computer is going to take a lot of time. Like, you might have to sit down on your computer from morning till night. So for you to be more comfortable, you need to make sure you are taking a very comfortable sitting position, like that AI research we made earlier. Let me just show us that. So like this now, That's is I purposely make this research for you, so you can just go ahead and do the research as well. You see all the options that is given to us here, so you just make sure you follow up it. Make sure that you are sitting comfortably. Most especially, you take break between your 20 to 30 minutes. You take breaks. You don't sit down for 5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, and you are not standing up. It's not advisable, and it's especially if it's something you're going to be doing for a long period of time, every day like that. It's going to have negative effect on your spine and your posture as well. So you want to be taking breaks, stand up once in a while, go and exercise yourself, come back again, stretch yourself, come back again, and always do the 20 20 20 rule. So every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for like 20 seconds. So after 20 minutes of walking, just go and look for something that is like 20 meters away from you, 20 feet away from you, something that is 20 feet away from you. Just look for something that is a little bit far and stay at that thing for like 20 seconds. Then you can come back and continue what you are doing. That will also help your eye, because most importantly, your eye is what you are using more often. So you want to make sure that you don't damage your eye while looking at the screen, and don't carry the screen to be very close to your eye like this. No, give yourself some space. Take proper sitting posture. The best way for you to sit is to make sure that you are actually relaxed, like your back is resting on something. Don't sit and scratch yourself like this. This is what some people normally do. If you are scratching your back like that, you'll be having back pain, which is not going to help you. To You will not be able to stay for long. So you want to make sure that you consider all those sitting posture, and you keep your hands also properly. So just you can just go ahead and do some YouTube search on maybe proper sitting posture, and so you have a better understanding of how to go about it. And that's a wrap for us in this free course on how to make use of your computer. If not downloaded the free sheet I told you earlier, just go to the description of this video and download it now. It's going to be very helpful for you. I left a lot of helpful resources inside of it. And if you have any question or any recommendation for future videos you want me to create, just go ahead and leave it for me in the description, in the comment section. I'm going to see it, and I'm going to definitely respond to that. Now, if you want to learn how to share internet from your phone to your laptop, either using a USB cable, that's your phone charger, or you want to do it wirelessly, this next video here is for you. If not, this other video also is something that you will be interested in. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, you want to just go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.